Today we're going to be looking at some crazy exes you'll be happy you don't have.
Things our exes did and we stayed.
When I met his parents, I was 15, he was 19, and he told me to tell his parents that I was 18.
Ooh.
I was going through his text this one night and he texted his friend calling me a weird.
Okay, my ex bought me a fake Cartier bracelet and told me it was real.
Mine was yelling at me outside of a bar so loud that these random girls I didn't know asked me if I needed help.
Had a guy tell me he loved me after 5 days of meeting him.
I had a guy give me a promise ring, take a picture of it, send it to another girl, say it was for her, give it to me, and then steal it from me. And then lied about all that.
Oh, I have one actually.
Okay, stole my favorite sweatpants from me, won't give them back, and then I saw him wearing them around school.
Where are you finding these men?
Stole my sister's favorite sweatshirt that was mine and then gave it to his current girlfriend and wouldn't give it back to me.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, but where are you finding these men? Because by the sounds of it, these men came from hell. I sent him money for a hotel in the city for a trip I planned. Told me he was sick a day before and he cancelled the room, but actually took another girl. Yet again, where are you finding these men? Like, I'm telling you, if I ever fall in love with a man like this, I actually think I'm gonna off myself. That right there is just plain disrespectful. It's the fact that you gave him money for a holiday which you were planning, and then he pulled out last minute and went with another girl. Yet again, where are you finding these men? The Cartier one would have made me break up with him. Honestly, I kind of felt bad for him at that point. Look, a lot of men feel the pressure of always pleasing their partner. Not just men, but women as well. Cartier is very, very expensive. Like, we're talking thousands of dollars for like a little gold bracelet. But it's the fact that he got her a fake one and told her it was real, and then she was probably walking around saying it was real whenever it wasn't real. Like, I can't lie, that was a bit shady.
I don't even look at you and think, oh my god, this girl's attractive. I can't. I just look at you and think, gross.
Ooh.
Gross. Because your outside, dude, is honestly a reflection of your inside, and your inside is dirty and gross, dude, and mean.
Should we talk about
That's everyone
yours?
else. I'll just say to me, this is my personal experience, because you've been a me, and you've been a terrible person. Literally horrible to me. Horrible. And you think it's even or something. I hate your guts, dude. I hate you more than I've ever hated anyone in my life. Anyone. I cannot stand you, dude.
I wonder how this started. Like, I can guarantee you this started over the smallest thing. And yet again, if you hate her so much, like you claim you do, leave her. Why are you in the relationship? The unfazed makeup application because the slay is way more important. Something tells me that's what was winding him up even more. It's the fact that she quite clearly didn't care. But then she's probably used to it. You know, a lot of people go for a lot of horrible things in a relationship, and I'm gonna guess she's experienced all of them. Show up to his church and play this one for them. You should definitely play it for his parents, because a lot of parents think their children are perfect. I feel like his parents think that he's the best boyfriend ever. Just play them that audio, like that is the real him. Now, to be fair, I don't know if she's just as bad. You know, she could be worse for all we know. However, I don't understand what someone could physically do to get a response like that. Even whenever I've been angry with people, I wouldn't speak to them like that. It's the fact that he's saying she's ugly on the outside and even uglier on the inside. Now, that is cruel. Narcissists know exactly what to say to you to get you to react. And the fact you stayed so calm, it's amazing. You deserve better. She probably knew that he was wanting a reaction. A lot of times, if you don't give them the reaction they want, that actually backfires on them. Like, what they're saying to you literally hits them in the face. That whole video was just toxic. Like, you don't speak to somebody like that who you claim you love. Well, I mean, he did say he hated her, so obviously he doesn't love her.
Things my ex did that I thought were completely normal. 1. Went to prom with another girl while we were dating. 2. Cheated on me with a 15-year-old girl.
Oh.
And then asked me to spend the night after I found out. And then said I could cheat on him too. 3. Lied about having a dead brother. And then would sob some nights about it. 4. Lied about having to take his dead brother's role in a gang and torture people. And that he was from Chicago.
Chicago? Such a... what?
5. Said he would kill my entire family if I ever broke up with him. And used his dead brother's gun. 6. Would smoke 4 times every day, but made his mom go to take him to buy weed because he didn't have a car. And then when he wanted to drink lightly, he would only have a glass of vodka. 7. Sorry. Would add girls on Snap and had their saved nudes in their chat, but they were old. 8. lied to my entire family saying he was a boxer. And that he had a 10-0 knockout range. Then eventually lied to his entire class saying his instructor died.
What is up with him and death?
9. He took me on a picnic date, but made me leave so he could go buy weed, and then got mad when I didn't want to go back. 10. Would never post me, even on my birthday, because he got mad that I was wearing makeup without him. And that's the end of my slideshow.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really know what to say. Like, I feel like that was a trauma dump. Are you okay? I mean, I'm gonna guess that she isn't okay. I really want to know how long she was in this relationship for. I can guarantee it's either gonna be like 2 months or like 5 years. And I'm gonna guess it was a short relationship. How long were you in this relationship? You want the same answers as me, and she responded with a video.
Okay, so I was in this relationship for about a year, and
A
obviously
year.
there's like a lot of other factors that play into this, like why I stayed, so I can maybe explain that later, but I'm sorry for the people who literally said they related to the things I said, like the
Yeah, you
dead
don't wanna
brother
relate to
gang.
that.
That should not be a universal experience. And the boyfriend in my videos now is not the same guy I was dating. The guy I have now gets me flowers like multiple times a month, sets
Good.
up dates, is literally the sweetest guy ever.
You deserve it.
We're very devoted to God. We have our own church together. Like, it's way better than what that was. And I was also 16 at the time, and he was 18, and then I broke up with him when I was like right before my birthday, where I was turning 18. So it was like, it was a complicated thing, and I was very young at the time, so please be gracious to me for not seeing some things. And a lot of you think that I didn't leave when I found the cheating. Yes, when I found out he was cheating on me, I literally called up all the girls the next day, and like I got all the proof. So, because he was very big on gaslighting me, so I needed the proof. So once I got that, I immediately left, and it was a big fight. Like, he literally jumped into the window of my moving car trying to grab my phone, and that's the last time I saw him. And so, and a lot of other things, like I didn't know about the whole dead brother thing until like after the relationship.
Oh.
So I had to like find that out through like his like family and things like that. And his family was very supportive for me, like, so it was really hard to leave something like that, especially when it's like in an abusive situation and a manipulative situation. So please keep grace on some of that and realize that I was young too. Please be kind to my boyfriend now. He's literally God sent. And yeah, thanks to Maddie for the sound effects.
At least you found a good boyfriend in the end, because by the sounds of it, your last boyfriend was the devil. Also, she was 16 and she went through all of that. Now, that is how you cause trauma. What is up with some guys in this world? It's like he was 18, she was 16. Why is he acting like that? I also think it's quite interesting how the family were quite supportive of her. Obviously, they know that he's like that. Like, they probably had to deal with him for like the past 18 years as well. My ex told me his dad died and then took me to meet him. What is up with these men in death? I don't know if that man is like one of them people that's obsessed with death. He lied about his brother being dead, his boxing instructor being dead, and then he threatened to take out your whole family. I feel like if you didn't leave that relationship, we would be hearing about you for a true crime podcast. I felt at least more than 2 years, just a single year. I would age 10 years between that. That is a lot to go for in a year at the age of 16. Like, keep in mind, this girl was 16 and left the relationship before she was 18. Like, that is enough to write a book. People who have run into crazy exes years later, what would I like? More crazy. We dated on and off. He ghosted me after a few months of dating, then called a week or two later, crying that he had moved out of town or had taken a new job and apologised for ruining our relationship, etc. I finally refused to take him back after almost 2 years, and he took it as I need to shower her with attention and not take no for an answer. A lot of these partners do not know how to listen. I don't know if their ears are blocked up, but apparently they do not know how to listen. I ended up changing my phone number and threatening to call the cops a few times when he showed up. I eventually moved out of the state for unrelated reasons. After about 4 or 5 years, I went back home to visit for holidays. He'd seen me on a hometown news special that my family was in and randomly showed up in my parents' house looking like life had chewed him up and spit him out again. He begged me to take him back, and after I refused, he tried really hard to get my phone number, and when I told him to leave or I called the cops, it somehow translated in his mind to hold me tight and kiss me. I managed to eventually scream when his sister came out with a broom. At that point, you need to get a restraining order. Like, that is just terrifying. And it's the fact that like he literally came back to you 4 to 5 years later. It's just crazy. Like, this is actually why I'm kind of scared to get into a relationship. Not my ex, but my husband's ex. I ran into her at the store. I had my baby with me. She ran up to us and started cooing my child, saying he had her eyes wondering if it was really her baby instead of mine. I gave birth to this child. I don't know what she was thinking. Very weird encounter. I stopped going to that store. What I'm getting from that is that she is going to think about trying to kidnap your child. How's she going to turn around and be like, oh, she's got my eyes. You didn't give birth to the baby. How's it going to look like you?
Here things our exes did to us, but we stayed. I took mine to our family's beach house, and he accidentally showed me a text of him talking with his friend saying that he's with really weird middle-class people right now.
What does that even mean?
What? Yeah. He's like, look at this text, and then like 2 texts up were that.
But what does that mean?
For my birthday, I bought us a trip to the Bahamas and then posted and pretended that he bought it, even though it was my legit birthday, and he didn't buy me one thing. Oh my God. Sent me a text saying, oh my God, a girl just hit on me at the gym, and a month later I found out they were having an affair, and when I confronted him about it, he said that he liked her. And he wasn't gonna stop texting her. At least he was honest. And he was bald. Mine would go on benders for the whole weekend, not text me at all, and then once the bender was over, would call me crying because his liver hurt, and would demand me to come over, and I would go every single time, and then he would do it 2 weeks later. Every single weekend. Yeah. Oh, Saul texts with his mom saying that he wants to marry a different girl who was also his best friend's ex. While we were dating.
Oh God.
It was also my sorority. We bought a dog together. I bought the dog. And he claimed this dog was his, but did not buy the dog one toy, not help with the dog, and then wanted money. And then wanted money when the dog got famous. One time, I came back and all his roommates started screaming at me saying I sucked and that I've gained so much weight and that I was fat, and all he did was sit and watch. What? Yeah.
Where are you finding these partners? Like, I'm so sorry. This is actually gonna traumatize me. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna get into a relationship now. Middle class people won't kill me, like what? It doesn't even make sense, though. The only way I could see him saying that is if he's like uber rich or really poor. Because like, I'm pretty sure being middle class is pretty decent. Like, everyone wants to be rich, but you know, below rich is middle class, isn't it? So I'm guessing he's maybe from like a multi-millionaire family. My ex slammed the car door so hard that all my airbags deployed, I still stayed with him. I have a really bad habit of slamming car doors really aggressively. I just have a fear that I'm not going to close it properly and then it's going to open whenever my mum's driving home. However, do you realise how difficult it is to slam it so hard that the airbags like open? Airbags deploy whenever it thinks you're in a crash. Like, how strong is your boyfriend? Every single one of these makes me happier about being chronically single. I'm chronically single and I'm now starting to get paranoid about relationships because I feel like I'm going to fall in love with someone like that.
This is why my family needs a reality show. This girl showed up pretending to be pregnant because my brother dumped her.
Oh my.
I hope your parents know what a piece of shit you are.
They don't care.
I hope your neighbors know what a piece of shit you are.
Guess what? Neighbors, I'm a piece of shit. They don't care. Have a good day. Drive safe.
I'm so glad that like I'm not in your life anymore.
You're coming back.
I do so much better than you. Anyone on the
Good.
street can
I'm
do
glad.
better than you.
I'm
And
glad.
you know what? I think you know that. I think you know you're a piece of shit. I think you know you're not worth shit. I think you know you're not going anywhere in life.
Good job. She's lying about it. She literally's like, you're having a baby. We're not.
I think it's good that you're like not having a baby with her. Imagine having her in your life forever. And yet again, how's she gonna be like, my life's so much better without you in it? Yet you turn up to his house. We're having a baby, we're not, LMAO. I mean, it's just weird that she'd lie about that. Also, isn't that like illegal? I swear I have seen videos about people who pretended to have a baby with their partner and then lied about it like dying. Isn't that illegal? Can't they literally get put into jail? And yet again, thank God you're not having a baby. Imagine having a mother like her in your life for the next 18 years. Looks like the dude's family is excluded and doesn't matter if he's unemployed for eternity. That's probably why she's so mad. She's talking about how her life is so much better without him. I know she is lying. She wants to be in his life, so it means whenever his parents die, he gets a load of money and she doesn't have to work. That's what she was truly thinking. Like, I know these things. I know she wanted to be in his life, so it means she could live a comfortable lifestyle. Realistically, the person who's going to be unemployed for eternity is her. Well, anyways, guys, that's really that video there. That's some crazy exes. If it was seeming like a more crazy exes, let me know, definitely will. Press the big red subscribe button, see you all tomorrow for another video.